So Quandre Diggs today got cut by the Tennessee Titans. And it's kind of funny because we're talking about a really bad defense who just cut a defensive player. And the first thing the question is, should the Bengals sign him? And it's kind of like the whole Logan Wilson situation. Went from a really bad defense in Cincinnati to a real bad defense in, Dallas. But sometimes there's a motto in life. One man's trash is another man's treasure. That's always could also be how you look at it. So he's about to be 33 years old in January. This is a situation where, yes, we could go out there and sign him, and would he be better than Jordan Battle or Geno Stone? Potentially. I don't really know if we're going to go after him, in all honesty. I mean, Justin Simmons, I like a little bit better. He is a little bit younger than Quandre Diggs. I think he gives us more upside. But looking at, Quandre Diggs, he played 9 games this year. He started 4, 8 games last year, started 8. He had 0 interceptions the last 2 years. The last time he even had an interception was 2023. I mean, again, like I said, could he play decent for us? Absolutely. We definitely do need help in the safety department. But as I talked about in my video earlier, I would like to see more snaps out of Tycen Anderson. I like to see more snaps out of some of the younger guys who are going to be potentially our future, right? Or are going to be able to help us really develop this team. For as much as we can, because unlike Zach, I don't believe the answer to the fix of this team is on our roster already. But there are some guys you're going to cut after the season. There's some guys you're not going to bring back. But guys like Tycen Anderson, you will. Now, at the end of the day, we'll see how that ends up working out with him. But I would like, to see some of those younger guys get more snaps, see them out there, potentially see what we have in them. But again, like I said, Quandre Diggs, he's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination. I just don't know what we would really get out of him at the end of the day. Is he going to be a full-time starting safety for us? Potentially, with how bad our safeties are. But is that going to be that much better than what we have? Probably not. He's 5'9", 200 pounds, so a little bit smaller frame-wise. Back in the day, he was a very, very good player back when he played for Seattle. So 76.4 was his second best coverage grade of his career. So he had 4 years where he had pretty good, decent coverage grades. Outside of that, tackle-wise, 87.2 last year, 64 this year so far. Now, again, he hasn't played as many games, but that does interest me a tad bit because our tackle is so freaking bad. So anyone with above a 60 at this point might just be the biggest upgrade of all time. Looks like he's pretty decent in run defense, so maybe put him in the box or something and have him like a box safety type of concept. Could use that when we are playing the Steelers next week and we can't stop the run to save our lives. Good thing is, if we did go ahead and sign him or go after him, we would be getting him with a, more than just a week of practice, because obviously we have, these next, today's Saturday, we have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we start our full week of practice. So he could learn the defense a little bit. Al Golden's defense is very easy to learn. It's not like a very complicated defense like Lou Anarumo's. But again, like I said, maybe, it's one of those things where, one, he has to want to come here, and I don't know why he would. One, he's not going to look good here, right? Because our defense as a whole sucks, and even if you're a good player, you're not going to make up for all the other players messing up. I do like the tackle grades. Well, some of them. I don't really like these 3 tackle grades. We're most likely not going to sign him to an extension. I would expect he retires at the end of this year. He's 33 years old, so this would kind of be his last run. If anything, I would expect him to try to get on a competitor's roster, like actually a competitive team. So, like, for example, the Chiefs, the Bills, right, the Colts, someone who's actually going to make the playoffs and have a chance to get him a ring. I don't expect him to want to go on a team that's 3-6. So even if the price tag's right and everything works out, we're 3-6. And when you're 33 years old, just about to turn 33, you're probably not looking at a 3-6 roster and thinking, I want to be on that team, when we also rank as the 32nd defense. Also, last note is Zach Taylor did say he believes that the answer to our problems is on the roster, which would signify we're probably not going to look in free agency and try to pick anybody else up. Now, we do have the money. In theory, we actually do. I know it's crazy to say that, but we actually, because we went ahead and got rid of Logan Wilson, we now have $11.982 million. So we do have the money to do it. It's just I don't think they're going to do it. But who knows? Maybe they'll make the move and this will be their way of trying to fix the team. Shout out to the Bengals. See you guys next one, though.